Now let's go with Cesar. Cesar Melo says, "Hola, Abe. Thanks for your time and for your knowledge. I'm a Cesar from Colombia. Cesar. I've been trying to improve as a 3D modeler from a long time ago. I feel like I need to push myself more to get to where I actually want to be now. I want to be able to work as character modeler, but I have also some props under my belt. Let's take a look." Cesar, nice. Okay, cool. I see a little bit of everything. I've seen this character before. Oh, it's Vi, of course. It's a skin from Vi, right? Okay, so yeah, the main thing that I see here, Cesar, is in your sculpting. Your sculpting is looking wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. So this thing right here does not look like a sharp blade, right? And we've talked about this before. Did we do a short about this, Alan? I'm not sure if we did a short or if I did a full video. I think I did a full video, right? About the alphas and how to add pattern details and things like that. Because this is very common. We tend to do this quite a bit where we just like literally drag and drop an alpha on top of a flat surface. It just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good. So check the channel because like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a video on how to properly create the surface for this kind of elements. And that's one of the things that you need to work on, like the sharpness of the sculpt, the hard surface event, because this does not look hard surface, right? I like the presentation. You did a good job of the presentation here instead of a Leal with little spheres and everything. That's fine. But if the model's not there yet, then it's going to be difficult. Same for this dragon, right? Like it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look menacing. It doesn't look epic. So we need to be careful about that. Retopology-wise, you did a good job on the retopology on the blade. That's a good optimization. But then you did a horrible job on the optimization on some of these other things right here, like the head of the dragon. That's not good topology for the dragon. So we gotta be careful about that. Is that what? Like that's how poly? Yeah. So something happened when you transform this from your low poly to your high poly, and you lost that sharpness of the modeling. I did a live stream. Shalathath Blade. So I did a live stream. There you go. This was my birthday live stream 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So in this live stream, we modeled. I hate that I get freaking ads for AI stuff. You know how many emails I get about promoting this stuff every week? Hate it. Anyway, so on this live stream, if you check it again, just look for Shalathath Blade of the Black Empire Ape, and I show you how I modeled this blade right here. It's a like very traditional like box modeling. Look at that young Ape right there. So I show you like the box modeling and everything, and at the end we take it into ZBrush, and I want you to look at in ZBrush here. Look at how sharp everything looks, right? So we're working with high density like polygons right here, and I want you to look how every single part of the blade looks really, really, really sharp. I'm adding like the runes right there, and this is what you want your high poly to look like, because eventually this high poly is going to be transformed or translated into a low poly for the base and everything. And if this is not clean, super clean and super tight, then you're gonna suffer from what's happening right here with your weapon, where it looks blobby and mushy, right? Which is not what we want in modeling. Okay, let's go to the next one here. This one's fun. Again, a couple of like stuff there missing on the skin. Like it looks very fakeish. I know you're introducing a little bit of like surface. He's on the uncanny valley side of things, unfortunately. And yeah, interesting. You're not now this explains it a little bit more. You're not using Substance Painter to paint all of the different maps. It seems like you just use like Poly Paint or something, and that's why it's looking a little bit like fakeish. Again, I see this surface scattering, which definitely helps, but he's definitely on the uncanny valley side of things. I also did a live stream a couple of weeks ago, or like 6 weeks ago, where I showed how to paint like realistic skin instead of Substance Painter. That's also included, of course, on the course. But yeah, this is it's getting there. It's getting there. This is definitely better. I like the forms of her face a lot more. Proportions are also a little bit interesting. The only issue that I have with these characters, my friend, is that they are very high quality characters, right? Because you're using XGen and you're using, it seems like, several UDIMs and stuff. And we're not really utilizing that to the best of our advantages. Like the texture on this suit, on this thing right here, it looks really wrong. Like look at the stitches right there. They don't look uniform. Some of them are really thick, some of them are very small. And in this kind of stuff, you definitely want to be more precise on that kind of elements. Yeah, again, Cesar, I think you have, again, a good understanding of the pipeline, but one of the things that we definitely need to work on is improving the quality of the individual assets, right? Like, for instance, if you're going to be doing this hat right here, We need to really push that hat to be like really, really nice. Proportions wise, you're there, but texturing is another thing that definitely needs a little bit more improvement. Okay. This one looks fine. Again, they look fine. It's just that you're going into this very lumpy, mushy sculpturing effect. Like all of these things right here, keep them separate, sharp them up. Like if you need to do retopology and clean them up, that's a very common thing for hard surface. UVs here can definitely be more optimized, way more, man. You're wasting too much space. Someone asked about this, and let me show you here. So Rism has a very cool feature. So for instance, there we go. Let me load this axe. So this axe we did a couple of like weeks ago, right? And one thing that I love about Rism is that once you lay your elements like nicely here, you can check the textile density. So for instance, for a 2K map on this axe right here, we have a textile density of 17.62, so that's really nice. And what I really like about this is another little thing right here. Where is it? Oh, there you go. There, down here. So there you go. So on the bottom section right there, it says 61%. So that means that from the total space on my UB, I'm using 61%. Rism can help you, for instance, here to try to, for instance, pack things. For instance, there we went down to 55, so not exactly ideal. So I'm just going to Control C, but that's a good way to see how much of the space you're actually using, right? And I'm like willing to bet that if we were to take this into Rism and check the utilization of your UVs, it's going to be really low. So you're wasting a lot of space, and there are ways to minimize that by either adding more cuts or actually that's a great example here. Let me see. Can I show it to you here? I mean, of course, I could give more space to some of these guys, but one of the ways would be to add more cuts. The more cuts you add, the easier it is to pack everything and have a better utilization. But yeah, like this is not an ideal UB, Cesar.